So you're a real estate agent out there wondering right now, how could I get more from my real estate brokerage? How could I get more value for the fees that I pay them? I bet you never heard that one before, or never heard another agent out in the marketplace ever say that, right? I mean, whoever says that as a realtor? Well, for 20 years, like every agent I know almost. And we all know what the usual talking points are and the responses to those questions. So you go to the broker's office, you sit down, you have a meeting, and they tell you the typical things like, we'll give you more flyers, or maybe we'll give you the color copiers for free, or maybe we'll give you a little bit bigger of an office space. And if you're really lucky, maybe they can give you a little bit higher on your split, so the fees are a little bit less. But we all know how that story ends, because at the end of the day, well, there's always a threshold they will not cross and go above. So maybe you get a few more color copies and some snacks from the broker in the break room, but that's where it's going to end. It's up to you, because you're a 1099 contractor, to go out there and do the best that you can and earn the most money you can, because it's uncapped. And well, that is true. But is there another way, a better way to get more value from your broker while still going out there and conquering the world and earning uncapped potential on your commissions? And the answer is yes, yes, and more yes. And we're going to explain one extra thing that, in addition to all the other things on the videos I have on this YouTube channel, that we're going to talk about today, that is one more additional value add that agents with Real Broker get to experience. And this one is fun, because it works for every agent out there, whether you're a realtor or not a realtor, or you're just a human being out there using a card for expenses you have to buy anyway. This one is going to be good. Stay tuned. By the way, if you want to skip the rest of this video and just give me a call and have an in-depth discussion about everything Real Broker has to offer, especially the Cliff Note version, because there's so much. If you can get on a Zoom call with me or a phone call and have just the basics explained to you, the Cliff Note version, the meat and the potatoes, I'd be happy to do that to save you time so you're fully informed on Real Broker. And maybe it's not the brokerage for you. Maybe it is. You'll find that out once you have all the details, so there's no misconceptions about everything it has to offer. We'll discuss all the things that are important for an agent when making a move from a brokerage to another one, because it is not a decision you should take lightly. So give me a call, 480-660-5974, or book a time at our calendar link below, and I'd be happy to jump on a Zoom or a phone call with you for any questions you have. So now, what's that one extra thing that Real is now added on top of all the other value propositions it already has? This one's gonna be debit credit card and business checking account points. That's right, redeemable points that you would get anyways if you're using your Amex or your Capital One card or your Chase card when buying all the expenses you're gonna buy anyway for your business or your personal lifestyle. Again, this is incredible, and no other real estate brokerage is even remotely close to offering anything like this. And again, it goes back to one of the big foundations of Real Broker's value proposition model is their technology. I know every brokerage is gonna say they have great tech, and some do have good tech, but they don't own it. It's not theirs. They did not build it from the ground up Lego block style. They have taken it off the shelf, white labeled it, and it could be very good tech, but they don't have full usability and flexibility of that technology to do whatever they want to, like a financial technology aspect component of it called fintech, called the Real Wallet. And that's what makes it so special. Now, I have several videos in the past I've done just recently here on the Real Wallet and everything that it does, but this is another iteration on top of everything that Real Wallet already provides. And this is zero costing your basis for being an agent at the brokerage. See, when you're a real estate agent, you have to hang your license somewhere, and every brokerage is going to have a fee structure of some type. Some are more expensive, some are less expensive, but you're going to have to pay fees no matter what. Well, now with your ability to use the Real debit card and basically buy the expenses you're going to buy anyway, you now get points for that. And these points are in a closed ecosystem specifically for real agents that will be used to offset your brokerage fees. In fact, if you look at the screen right now, there will be multiple different options you can have to use those points to offset different fees or components that are part of the Real Broker model for being an agent with the company. So for example, when you're a real agent, you're going to have some fees. Every agent is on an 85-15 split until they cap for an individual agent at $12,000 paid to the company every single year. Okay, and if you're on a team, it's half of that at $6,000. And if you are a platinum team, meaning you sell over $100 million of real estate every single year, then it's a $4,000 cap for all of your team members. So as you can see on the screen right here, you could use your fees from your real wallet, from your debit card for the purchases you're gonna make anyways. Anything in the country or in the marketplace out there, you could use it to offset your real split of that 85/15. Secondly, there is an annual brokerage fee, and that is $250 on the first 3 transactions, so $750 for the entire year. You could use your points to offset your brokerage fee as well. Thirdly, when you do a personal deal, the company allows you to do 3 a year, in which you don't have to worry about any fees except for one $250 fee on that personal transaction if you're selling or buying your own house. You can use it to offset that. Next is a CBR fee, that is a compliance broker fee, that is $40 for every single transaction that you close when you're with Real, and that covers your E&O insurance as well. Next is a post-cap transaction fee. So after you cap, paying that $12,000 as an individual agent to the company for the year, then after that, every transaction you do will have a $285 post-cap transaction fee associated with it. But again, not to digress too much from the purpose of this video, that $285 could have a huge benefit for you in helping you reach the elite agent status, in which the company will pay you back $16,000 of company stock at the end of the year. And if you hit elite agent status and you still have some time left on your anniversary year, then every transaction is only a $129 transaction fee, and you can use the points to offset that fee as well when you get to that point, because of course you'll be selling a ton of real estate when you're at Real Brokerage. Okay, now let's break down how this actually all works. You can earn points 2 different ways with your Real wallet. Number 1, on your balance of money you leave in Real wallet throughout the average time of a given month. And secondly, on the amount of money and purchases you spend on your debit card when you swipe your card at Walmart or Target or any place you're out shopping, buying your expenses. So on deposit balances, think of this as kind of like your interest rate you're gonna receive at the local bank when you have money sitting in a savings account. Oh wait, in your savings account, you don't actually earn any interest, or maybe 0.0001. So this is actually much better. And for that money market where you're maybe still earning 2.5%, something like that, the days of 5% are long gone with the way rates are going, but you're still maybe earning something better on money market. Well, in the Real wallet, you have full access and liquidity to that money immediately, and you still earn points, which is the equivalent to earning hopefully interest on that money. But you will earn 0.5, a half of a point, for every dollar you have sitting in the account throughout the average daily balance of the month. Oh, by the way, in these previous videos I have about the Real wallet that I'm sure you watched, when I talked about it having multiple different accounts attached to your Real wallet, not just one account, like let's say a tax planning account to make sure you always have enough money to pay the IRS and Uncle Sam. Yeah, the money that sits in there, you get points on that money sitting there as well. And secondly, on purchases, when you use that debit card, you get points, and that is equal to 2.5 points for every $1 you spend on your debit card. That's pretty cool. A lot of these credit cards that are out there are 1 point for $1. Well, in this situation, you get 2.5 points for every dollar you spend. Not too shabby. Now let's talk about statuses, because there are actually 4 different statuses with the point system with Real wallet. You have bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So with bronze, you actually unlock at 1,000 points earned. And once you have 1,000 points earned, every 1,000 points that you have equals or equates to $1 of US currency. The next level from that is going to be silver. At silver, you unlock that level when you hit 70,000 points. And then when you redeem points being in the silver status, for every 1,000 points you have, it'll be worth $1.50. Then at gold, you unlock it at 350,000 points, and that puts you for every 1,000 points equal to $2. And then you have platinum, and you achieve the platinum status when you hit 1.5 million points. And again, at that status, for every 1,000 points, it will be equal to $2.50. So how cool is that? Your points even become worth more and more when you unlock higher statuses. So there's always something to be achieving for, and what Real really wants is the agent adoption of this technology. So you have to understand, with agent adoption, it now gives Real the opportunity to go back to Wall Street and reevaluate the company as a fintech company that happens to be in the real estate brokerage space. And if this ever gets done at some point in the near or distant future, well, the share price won't stay where it currently is. It will skyrocket, because if you look at all the fintech companies out there, well, these share prices of those stocks are typically a lot higher on average than real estate brokerage stocks. So this will be absolutely incredible if they're able to get this accomplished. And I'm telling you what, they're putting their best foot forward, and this is just one of the few iterations that are starting. There are more and more to come. So in full transparency, as of the making of this video, I have 68,050 points. That just happened to be because of my use of Real Wallet. Now, I haven't used it to its full capability yet because I'm still waiting to see all the iterations that are coming out. But every single day, or every single week that passes, I'm using more and more of it. And now that the point system is out, I'm going to be fully immersed. This is going to be great. So as you can see, I'm at the bronze status right now, but I fully intend to be at silver very soon. And then at some point, I will be at gold for sure. And down the road, there's always something to cheat for, right? Down the road, platinum, I got you. You're in my eyesight. I'm coming for you. So there's no doubt when you do the math on this, and with some of the income that some of these agents at Real are earning, not just in commissions, but in revenue share, which is a lot of money, there's a scenario out there in which some of these agents will have all of their brokerage fees, splits, etc., taken care of, wiped out, just because they are using Real Wallet for their normal purchases of their everyday life like they would. And by the way, even if they don't fully immerse themselves in using Real Wallet for purchases, they're gonna have a ton of points just because of the money that is sitting in the Real Wallet account. So you might be asking yourself, well, how could a Real do this and still maintain the profitability? Because profitability does matter when it comes to shareholder valuation and share price. And you are correct. That is exactly right. And they combat this by taking less from the agents, by giving them a chance to use the card and keep money in there, and therefore offsetting their brokerage fees. And they still maintain the profitability, if not more profitability, because guess what? They now get to keep the interchange fees that come off of people swiping a card. No longer will go to a third party, it will be maintained by Real, and that will replace, for the profitability, the amount of money they were receiving from their agent population. That, my friends, is called a win-win-win. See, at the end of the day, what Real is trying to do is create a platform that can be used by any real estate agent with a license, whether you're an independent brokerage with a ton of agents, whether you're a single agent, or maybe a team leader with 20 agents. No matter what size you are, how big you are or small, Real wants to have a platform that you can take your business on and put it on top of, while still maintaining the entrepreneurial spirit that you have and as much of your personal branding and company branding that you possibly want to keep. And you take the Real Wallet and put that on top of all of that, the retention and loyalty of the agents once they come to Real and experience the culture, in addition to all of this fintech, it's going to be a match made in heaven. And I hope I have the chance to talk to you about it soon, because once you see it, I always say this all the time, once you see it, you can't unsee it. It may not be right for you today, or maybe ever, but at least you will have the knowledge to know what's out there that you could go to if your current brokerage is not meeting all of your needs. I look forward to speaking to you at your convenience. Give me a call, 480-660-5974, or hit me up on the calendar link below, book a time, and we'll hop on a Zoom and I'll share my screen and share all this information about Real and give you the Cliff Note version of something you really need to know so your time is very efficient and you can ask as many questions as you want. If you don't mind, go ahead and smash that subscribe channel, like us, and get this video out to more and more people who could use information about what else is out there in the real estate brokerage space. See you on the next video.